Yeah, I know this is late. Shut it. Okay, it's time for the Q&A video. It's been about 5 months since I posted that video, and I finally got some questions. Hardly any, but okay. Okay, first question comes from Angel Snow 93. Since you're a Nintendo fan, how did you become a fan of Nintendo at first? Well, I kind of grew up with Nintendo. I mean, the first consoles I've had were a Game Boy Color, a Super Nintendo, and an N64. And after that, I got, I believe, a Game Boy Advance and a GameCube, and yeah, I mean, I became a really big fan of Nintendo. I would say though, how I got into most of the Nintendo franchises was because of Super Smash Brothers, because I hardly knew any of the characters when I first played that game. Well, besides like Mario and Pikachu, but other than that, I'm just a really big fan of Nintendo. The only consoles I have that aren't Nintendo are an Xbox 360 and a PS2. So yeah. Okay, so next question. From the Indie Wii, how popular do you think WiiWare games are? Um, I don't think they're that popular, honestly. I mean, there are a few popular ones like Mega Man 9 and 10, and I guess there are some interesting ones like Lost Winds, but honestly, I don't think WiiWare games are that popular because of the fact that they can only be like 64 megabytes, so yeah, they're not, I don't think they're very popular. Okay, I have another question from the Indie Wii. What would be your intro song if someone were about to introduce you to some big event? Across the border from Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Yeah. His other question was, do you think that independent Wii game developers will become the big thing that keeps the Wii popular? Um, I don't really think so because this is technically the Wii's last year on the market since the Wii U is coming out next year. So honestly, I don't think the Wii has much left. I mean, it's a great console, but I think it's time to move on. Okay, speaking of the Wii U, that's the next question I got from the guy Interbed. What's your opinion on the Wii U? It looks great. I mean, I really love how that controller looks like. Awesome touchscreen and two analog controls. I guess it's like the two D-pads on the Virtual Boy controller, but yeah, it looks interesting. Video calls, that's pretty cool, and the graphics look great. So yeah, I am very excited for the Wii U. I don't know if I'll get it on day one purchase. I mean, I probably will, but we'll see. And is that the last question I got? Yep, that's all the questions I have. So, yep, that was all the questions I had. So, if you have any more, post a comment down below this video, and I'll answer them in the next video. Oh, and by the way, I also have to say this. My Hapog, uh, when you saw if you saw my Tatsunoko versus Capcom playthrough, that was showing my Hapog was working again. But here's the thing: when I tried recording Chrono Trigger, it stopped. So I think I've noticed something. I also tried recording, a Ghosts and Goblins 100 video special, but which never came out. So I'm starting to think that my Hapog just does not like playing games, recording games on the Virtual Console. So this is probably also going to affect the Let's Play for Doremi Fantasy. So yeah. So sad as this to say for me, for Chrono Trigger, for the Chrono Trigger Let's Play, it looks like I'm going to have to make a Duke Nukem Forever move. Yep, you heard it right there. So I might think of a different game to LP. So, but until then, see you later.